Good morning, everybody. It's me, your host, Dolce, your local barista guy, man, thing. Okay, I had such a rough day, guys, yesterday. Oh, guys, yesterday, I had a really rough day. Lost it for the 15. Congratulations. Hi, welcome in, guys. Today is a special day, guys. Today is Dear Dolce, but that's going to be happening till later. So please enjoy the time that we have right now, because we're going to do a lot of coffee drinking. Yeah, let me talk about my day yesterday, guys. So as you may know, I'm a barista, like an actual barista, and a barista in real life, and a barista in here, and I'm your barista. So that's pretty exciting, right? No, yesterday was really bad. So I work local. I work a local shop. And staffing, I've been having issues with staffing because local shops don't like to hire a lot of people because, you know, that's the thing about working local is that most local places don't have the funds to pay people a whole lot. They don't usually have a lot of people to work, which is weird because, like, you know, with more people coming to your store, you think you'd have enough money to pay more people, but that's besides the point. Anyways, when you are a singular barista filling 65 orders in 2 hours, with most orders containing 2 to 5 drinks plus food, that is one of the worst things to experience, by the way. Also, most barista work, guys, for the most part, barista work is mostly cleaning. So if you're like, oh yeah, I want to be a cool barista that makes coffee all day for people. No, what you're going to be doing all day is that you're going to be doing a lot of dishes. You're going to be doing a lot of sweeping. You're going to do a lot of wiping of counters. You're going to be putting a lot of stuff away. Most of it is cleaning if you want to be a barista. So just letting you guys know. It is red primary today? Yeah, it's red primary. So yeah, if you ever want a barista, just clean all day, and then you have to deal with people. But like, yeah. So it's so funny the way that I think about this because most baristas are like seen as the aloof type, you know, the aloof sort of mysterious kind of barista kind of guy, or gal, I guess. That is so not true. Like every barista. I wouldn't say every barista, but most baristas are social and outgoing. And the way that I've put this is if you think about like a barkeep or a pub owner, right? The guy, it's usually a guy. It can be a girl though. Yeah, actually, the more I think about it, there's a lot of girl tavern owners, huh? Anyways, aloof are so done with life. That's like the stereotype, right? Get the frick out of here. That's the stereotype, right? No, we're all kind of social in some sort of way. And if you think about in video games, how like you go to an inn or a pub or whatever, you go see like the tavern owner or like some people in the tavern, and you get your quests from there, right? Basically, that's what a modern day tavern / bar is. I mean, we have taverns and bars still, but like the daytime version, right? So actually, a story about my work. I normally don't tell a whole lot of these, but I'm going to tell you guys today. There was a couple. I think it was a couple, but it was a guy and a gal, and they were driving. They were driving a long way. They came all the way from like the central United States, and they drove up to Canada to see their friend in some place in Canada, right? So, you know, as a barista, I just strike up a conversation like, yeah, we came all the way from blah blah blah, and I'm like, oh, that's crazy, what are you doing here? It's like, oh yeah, we're just gonna go see our friend, blah blah blah. And like, yeah, we wanted to see this place, we want to see that place, so we saw a bunch of other places while we were on, and I shit you not, I really felt like an NPC giving a quest because I was like, oh, if you want to see some places, go here, right? Also, if you guys are going to be driving, you guys are gonna want to pick up on gas, and gas right now is pretty expensive. The cheapest gas you can get is this area. So go over to this area, pick up your gas, and head on out before you leave. All right. I literally felt like an NPC being like, okay, yeah, I can give you some information. And that's the thing about being a barista as well. Like, I'm not even joking. So some of my lore stuff some of my lore stuff was like informant, and like it's not far from the truth. The amount of information you pick up as a barista is crazy, and being able to be like, okay, that's useful, that's not useful, blah blah blah. A lot of the times I can actually pick up on a lot of stuff that's happening locally, and never step outside my house or that cafe. Like, I know there's street fairs, I know there's when a concert is coming to town, I know when like maybe an important person is going to be coming, I know when city officials are like up to whatever, or like rumors of reconstruction in the town and stuff. There's so much information I get as a barista, and it's actually kind of funny how willing people are to share like information that they shouldn't tell, and they just tell it to a random ass barista who's like, they can't even trust. You can't even trust a barista with information, guys. You can't trust a barista with information. Anyways, not only that, I ran out of we had like low stock the other day, so on top of like all that work that I had to do yesterday, right? We had low stock. We didn't have any cutlery. Like, we didn't have any plastic cutlery. So people had to use like spoons for like cakes and stuff. And I don't know about you, but spoons aren't necessarily the best things to use for cakes, especially spongy cakes. Like, you know, like, not like necessarily sponge cake, but like a spongy cake, you know, because cakes are usually kind of spongy. You know how that is, you know? Anyways, too bouncy for real. I got Coconut Simulator on my phone. Why? What the heck is a coconut simulator? Anyways, that was my ranting. Long time no see. Yeah, hi, welcome in, guys. Sorry, let me go just look back a little bit on what you guys have been saying so far. Pretty much awesome. Yeah, okay. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek what's happening today. Obviously, this is not gonna be active, but it will probably be good. Bah. So this little thing will pop up. I don't know why it's... Oh, you know what? I don't think I showed it on... Oh, wait, yeah, I did. Boom. It's right there. But that's till later. All right? So, for now, let's make some coffee. Wrong position. Good morning, guys. Oh, here's my hand reveal. The usual daily hand reveal for you guys that you guys kind of get excited over. Coffee time. It is coffee time. I'm gonna start my coffee, my water. Mimikyu's looking over my water. Yeah, okay. So normally I would do this in a split dual stream in one thing, but I usually don't get a whole lot of shorts people popping by if I do it that way. So we're having a split one over here. Also, mods, if you're here today, I'm not gonna say all hands on deck, but hold on a second here. Okay. Well, I need to take an hour. What do you mean you need to take an hour? I'm taking 1 hour. I'm taking a foot too, by the way. My knee. Oh my god. Ugh. Guys, don't get old. I recommend don't get old. But also do get old, because like that's what makes life worth living. It's pretty fun. It's pretty cool. All right. I want to say thanks again to all the contributors that's over this last month. This is the most busiest our board has ever been, so thank you guys. And while our water is boiling, by the way, you get my slutty arms today. You guys see all this stuff? This discoloration happening on my arm? I don't know what that's from. Is that stress related? I think that might be stress related. Either that or I spilt some like syrup and forgot to clean my arm again. But I'm pretty sure it's stress related, so that's pretty fun. How are the feet in a non-weird way? I love how you guys are so worried about my feet because I complain about my feet a lot. They're much better. After getting orthopedics done on my feet, it's much better. I'm not like having any pain anymore. Also, this is gonna be like kind of weird. You guys don't need to know this, but like my toe, like I was bleeding underneath the toenail because of the way I was stepping before. But now it's not doing that. So that's kind of gross. But yeah. Got some nice shoes. Yeah, the nice shoes. Not the bad shoes, but the nice shoes. Okay, I also heard that today, I heard through the grapevine that today's connections is actually really fucked up, and that we should do the connections. So, normally I don't do the daily Dolce on Dear Dolce Day, but I've got to, I heard through the grapevine that, today's connections is worth doing. Also, thankfully today I don't have any interruptions today, so we can go pretty long for Daily Dolce, or Dear Dolce. There's too many Dolce segments that I have here, guys. You guys ever notice that? We have Dear Dolce, which is happening today. We have Daily Dolce, which happens pretty much every stream. Yeah, we have Dinner with Dolce. I think I have too many Dolce segments. I think I need to maybe rename them, but like, maybe that sticks out a bit more. I don't know. I can prep my coffee. I just realized that now. The D is fun. Oh my god, double D. Like my chest size. So we're running 20 grams of coffee again today, guys. We always run the 20 grams of coffee. That's not quite there. There we go. 20.1. Oh, 20.2. So speaking about double Ds, I got a cosplay in the mail today. I ordered a cosplay and it came in. Can you guess what my issue was? I talked about it before. My issue with this costume, turns out my fucking chest is too big, like I said. Oh my god, it is way too small on my chest. And so I'm gonna be looking like, you know when you like put on too many shirts and you're like, it's more so the shoulders than it is the chest. But like, yeah, my shoulders and chest don't fit the top, but the waist area droops, guys. The waist area droops, and so I'm probably okay. I'm not gonna lie. Can you not zip it up? Oh, it's not a zip up. Oh, it's not a zip up. It is a lace up. It is a lace up, and I'm just gonna say that much. I'm not gonna tell you guys more about that, but it is a lace up, and I do have to lace up for it. But it also does not fit. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Take your worries and put it away. What did I miss? You missed me talking about my chest again. My big old double D's. Actually, I think I measured it. Guys, I'm not even kidding. I think I'm a D cup. Like, actually, I just the connections. It's evil. Is it evil? Guys, I measured myself the other day. I actually think I'm a D cup. Like, for real. For real. And guys, you guys have seen my chest. I'm not like, I don't have like flabby man boobs or anything. I have pectorals. Okay, so we're gonna bloom the coffee here, guys. I forgot to hit the timer. So we're gonna let that bloom. We're gonna let the coffee bloom for about 30 seconds here. Yeah, I got my cosplay in the mail. The one that I'm using for Halloween, and it is August. So August, September, October. We still got 3 whole months to get through, pretty much. You like the filter now? No, I hate this thing, but it came with it, so I'm using it. Cleanup is a hassle, and that's the reason. I like using paper filters because I can just like grab the filter, throw it away. I'm just lazy. I have to clean this every single time. And that is 320 on the water there. 320.1, so not bad. Could still use paper ones. Yeah, but I don't like double filtering. I've been seeing these stupid AI coffee filters, like coffee brewers, and it doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm actually like really irritated. Let me like, so it's a coffee alarm clock, right? Hi, good morning. It's a coffee alarm clock. And I was like, this doesn't work. 2, this is stupid. So what happens is that this AI has this like alarm clock bottom, right? But on the top there's a coffee pot on top. There's like, or a coffee cup, and then there's like a filter. The thing is that like the alarm goes off and the coffee drips down from the filter into the coffee cup, and then you get the smell of fresh coffee in the morning, right? What do you mean there's AI coffee brewers? Yeah. I love your OC. Thank you. That's me. I'm the OC. But the coffee, like it just drips coffee in the pot, which is a great idea, but you have to realize that it takes time to heat up water. So, I guess that could be like you set the alarm, and then like 10 minutes before or 5 minutes before the water can boil and stuff, right? But the water doesn't even connect to the coffee filter in the AI thing. Like, all of a sudden, like, there's the filter, right? So, like, here. So, like, there's the filter, right? Let's see. Okay, so it kind of looks like this, right? There's a filter that's just kind of on top of a coffee cup. There's nothing that drips into it. All of a sudden, like, just coffee comes pouring out of the filter on the AI-generated image. And I was like, what the fuck? And, like, there's, like, there's a water tank on the bottom, but there's no piping or like there's no way the water can get into there. And so I was like, what the fuck? Like, it's a great idea, honestly. It's a great idea, but the AI just fucks it up completely. I've seen those before. Yeah, but like the AI video for it is so fucking bad. Like, also it uses like, okay, so oh my god, okay, so when you use a paper filter, right? When you usually use it on a cone thing like this, right? So the reason why we have a cone thing and not just like the actual like thing itself is because we want the water to seep downwards, right? If you don't have a cone here, it can seep outward and then run down the side. And the reason why we don't want that is because when it seeps outward and runs down the side of the paper filter, it's not making contact with any of the grinds on the inside. It's running on the outside, which means your coffee is going to be a lot more watery. So you want to use a filter like this, but the AI was like, no, we could just use a paper filter, and then that's it. And so like, that was so dumb. I don't know why I'm so upset over this stupid AI video that I saw about a coffee brewer that's an alarm clock. Again, great idea, but man, it sucks. How do you pronounce the name? Akira or Akira. You can go Akira or Akira. Akira. There's some people that call me Akira, which is, the proper way to pronounce it if you're speaking Japanese, but my name is Akira, so. Akira! Leave me alone! I need help. You're in a good place right now, actually. In about an hour from now, we will be doing something called Dear Dolce. So, if you want to wait out that hour, you can pop by and you can ask some questions and stuff. Yeah, no problem. Maybe it's coming in from the side. No. The thing is, there's like maybe, but like the thing that connects the filter was like this tiny little bar. Like maybe water can run through there, but like it didn't look like it because it ran to the top of the filter too. So it didn't. I don't know. What's the link to the form? I'll be sharing that in a little bit. The reason why is because if people leave during this first hour, then they won't hear their answer. They could always watch the VOD for sure, but if they leave in this first hour, I'll probably see it and then read it, and then they probably won't be here for that. So I always do it like I open the submissions about like 10 minutes before we actually start. Yeah, there will be a QR code if you're on mobile. I believe you can just take the QR code. I don't know exactly how you can do that. I'm pretty sure you can though. But there's also a link that you can go to as well. Can't keep my eyes any lower. Good night. Yeah, thanks for stopping by though. I'm sorry about your time zone. Okay. This has been done for a while now, but I was too busy ranting about that stupid coffee brewer. Okay, again, guys, watch this pour. I love this. Again, I love the way this thing pours. It is absolutely cool and satisfying to pour. Ready? Watch this. It's so satisfying. It's genuinely so satisfying to pour. What kind of coffee is that? This is Itisha coffee, by the way. Itisha coffee. If you want to go buy some Itisha coffee, we got some. No fox skimming today. I'm not a big fan of this one. This one's pretty basic. So if you're into like a basic coffee, this one's pretty nice. I do recommend the berries and cream one because the berries flavor, it actually comes through pretty strong. So yeah, this Bear Claw one, I'm kind of hesitant. I feel like it's going to be the same thing about with the cinnamon spice. So what time is it? It shows in the upper corner. Doesn't matter about your sexuality, just try to be your best, yeah. I'm sure you'll understand. What? Hi, welcome in. My brother's obsessed with berries and cream. Well, there's a berries and cream flavored coffee right here. So if you want a gift, if you want to give your brother a gift, hit up Itisha Coffee Co. ItishaCoffee.com/Akira Dolce. Use a code Akira Dolce at checkout and you get 5% off of your order. I'm short stay. Ponsac Lily. Oh, Eva. Shit. I need to contact you like right now. Right now. Give me a second. I like the way I know how to contact you is I just go into the Wordle section. Because I know you do the Wordle like every day in my Discord. For some reason I can't find you today. That's weird. Wait, have you not been doing the Wordle, Eva? Oh, there you are. Wait, where? Wait, it says you're not online. Wait, what? Why can't I find? Wait, why can't I find you? Oh, whatever. Oh, you're Michael E. Jackson. That's why. Give me a second here. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I just sent you a DM now, sorry. Bro, you have a 6-pack? I do. 6-pack of beers in my hand. No. I forgot today's Wordle. Yeah, do you guys do your Wordles today? Because I'm gonna do it real quick. Sipping my coffee. That smells really good though. Is beer and coffee any good? Well, I don't really like beer, so for me, no. But yeah. Oh, I just realized these have been just kind of sitting out here. Do you guys want to see these? This is from my pal Mika. She sent these to me. So here's Crony. She sent me this little sticker of Crony. I don't really know where to stick her. Get it? I don't know where to stick this. But maybe I'll find a place for it. She gave me a little Crony sticker. Here's Pewona from One Piece. Perona is my favorite character from One Piece, so here's this Perona card. Let's see, what does this say? You may place 2 Thriller Bark Pirates type cards from your trash in the blank of your deck in any order up to one of your characters something Perona gains 2,000 power during this turn. That's pretty cool. Pewona, I love her. She's beautiful. We love pink hair girls. And only her pink hair. No, chats are separated. I know. The thing is that if I do a single chat, it doesn't push me out for some reason. So that's why. Also, there's these here as well. Lagobun, if you just want to pick one chat, it's fine. You can just pick one chat and just moderate that. And these are my favorite characters from Vesperia. We have Judith. We have Yuri. We have Rita. And of course, everyone's favorite character from Tales of Vesperia, Owain. This guy's not from Tales of Vesperia. Did someone say Yuri? Yeah, this guy's name is Yuri. This guy's name is Yuri. This guy is named after Yuri Lowenthal. I'm not even joking. This guy here, this guy is named after Yuri Lowenthal. And the reason why is because Yuri Lowenthal did the voice of Luke von Fabre from Tales of the Abyss. And the Japanese team was so impressed with his performance. They're like, we're going to name a character after you. Can you please play them as well? And then they're like, actually, we can't actually have you play them because you, under how like the series goes, we can't have you voice 2 protagonists. So then Troy Baker came in and took the role instead. So I always think that's a really fun story. That Yuri Lowenthal, voice of Yosuke Hanamura, Spider-Man, Sasuke Uchiha, they were so impressed with his work that they're like, we're gonna have a character based off of you, basically. Love Troy? I actually don't like Troy Baker. I think Troy Baker is a little bit of a... I think he's a little bit of a dickbag. But, you know, I don't know him personally. But the one thing that actually... This is not even a story about me. This is a story about Mika. So Troy Baker a long time ago... I'd say long time ago, but it was like in the small, short, distant past. When NFTs were a thing, right? Troy Baker was like, hey, get your own Troy Baker NFT. And then Mika was like, on Twitter, NFTs are bad and I don't know why you want them. And I don't think he blocked her. I think he like literally said Lamau or something to her. I can't remember. Hold on a second. I literally just messaged Mika. Hey Mika, do you want to pop into stream real quick and talk about your Troy Baker NFT story? I wish I could handle the smell of coffee. It's too strong? If so, it's kind of funny why we do. I don't know. Troy Baker's kind of like a bit of a loser, not gonna lie. So I probably shouldn't say that in public, but like that is my actual opinion. But like, you know, he made fun of my friend. I fight for my friends. You know how it is. Mika isn't replying to me. Cool. Evil Elixir. No, I don't want to ban you. How do I do this again? Okay, Eva, you're now a mod, so congratulations. Did you like him in Soul Eater? Who was Troy Baker in Soul Eater? Yeah, sometimes I just miss your messages, guys. Sometimes I just miss them. So if you end up posting the same thing multiple times, you know, I understand why you'd want to do that, but also at the same time, if I just miss it, then I just miss it. Sometimes I go back and reread the stuff that's up above, so. Who did Troy Baker even voice in Stein? Oh god. Stein. I didn't like Stein as a character, so like I just didn't really care. You know who I did like though? Laura Bailey. I like Laura Bailey in everything though. Like I like her as Lucina in Fire Emblem. She's great as the funny thing, you know that clip that's going around with Sana? Like, there's no point worrying about things you can't fix. There's no point worrying about things you can't fix. She's great. I loved her as Shin-chan as well. Who else does Laura Bailey play? She plays like so many characters. She's just a really good actress, you know? She has a really, really good voice. You don't have to leave. You can stay if you want. I know you're a little embarrassed, and that's fine. But it's okay. No, it's okay. Just, it's okay to feel embarrassed, all right? It's okay to feel like you're rude or whatever, but like, you know, I hate to like say it this way, but like, even if everyone says that like things are okay, I know your brain is like, oh my god, it's the worst thing ever. It's Jover for me, right? It's so Jover, right? But like, you know, you really have to take things at face value. If people say like, oh, it's fine. The thing is that the things that you do as people, by the way, guys, like everything that you do, you focus way more on the things that you do than you think people think about you. For example, if you let's say you are walking down the street and you accidentally step on someone's toes, right? You are probably gonna be like, if you're a nice person, you apologize. You're probably gonna think about stepping on that person's toes for like hours. That person is gonna think about it for about 3 seconds and forget. So, Like, yeah, was it a minor inconvenience for them? Yeah. Did it bother them? Yeah. Are they gonna care about it for more than 3 seconds? Probably not. They're like, oh god, I just stepped on your toe, and then they just forget about it, right? You're probably gonna think about it for like hours though. And that's just, I don't know, that's just how everybody kind of thinks of things if they like feel like they're inconveniencing people. That's my everyday life. It's just how it is. Like, that's how we, like, it's what a lot of people just think. And the thing is that no matter how many I can't speak today. No matter with how much reassurance that you get, sometimes it's just like, you just don't believe it. For some reason, your brain's just like, no, it's actually not okay. But everyone's like, no, it's okay. Like, no, it's not okay. My life's over. But yeah. Day one of asking someone to scream mid-word. Man, if I had the energy to do that, I would totally do that. People don't remember unless it's really funny or really rude. Can you introduce yourself? No, I can't. Who the fuck is me? Hi, my name is Dolce. I'm your local barista VTuber. We do things called tea time, even though we drink a lot of coffee here. I like to give out advice. I like to just chat with people. This is our third place here together. If you ever feel comfortable, want to feel like if you ever feel like you need a comfortable place to stop by and want people to chat with, this is always a great place to be. Welcome to the Cinnamon Sweet Cafe. How can I help you today? So the other day, I got raided by a pretty big VTuber. You know, pretty big, not massive, right? But pretty big. And I am so like upset with myself because that day I had technical difficulties, and my brain was in fuck it mode. Long story short, my brain was in fuck it mode. And I didn't do my normal like raid message stuff. I was like, oh my god, I'm being raided by Ku. Oh my god. So I was like, not only was I in fuck it mode, but like I got raided by a pretty big streamer, pretty big VTuber, and I'm like, oh god, I'm not ready for this. So I was so not like ready to be a VTuber that day. I was so not ready to be me that day. And so I was like, oh, hey, cool, yeah. And then I'm like, cool, that's so great. Thank you for the raid. Hi, appreciate everybody here. Hi, my name is Dolce. And then I just continued playing. And then, normally I ask them things like, oh, what did you do? What was your favorite thing that happened during the stream? Tell me one thing that you like about your favorite, the raider who just raided me. Like, I have this whole thing, right, about when I get raided. And I just didn't do any of it because I was just like, fuck it, we ball, as somebody said. I didn't even plug. Yeah, I didn't even plug like the Dear Dolce, which was like kind of like the big thing that's happening this week. I didn't even plug that. I was like, oh fuck it, yeah, hi, we're just playing video game. And then I'm looking back, I'm playing the game. I'm like, dude, I should have fucking plugged some stuff. I should have talked to Ku a bit more. I was like, oh my god, oh my god. Sad I missed. Yeah, no, it was great. I messaged Ku on Twitter though, and hopefully he sees that message, but I don't know if he's not following me on Twitter or anything, but yeah. Recommend anime series? Everything I recommend is gonna be from like the 2000s. So like if you want to watch 2000s animes, yeah, go right ahead. Go watch K-On! Go watch Lucky Star. Go watch Azumanga Daioh. Go watch what animes did I? Soul Eater was good. Yeah, K-On's great. I love K-On so much. K-On was like literally like my life. My life. Borat. I'm sorry. Borat's not fun. The accent of Borat's not funny. Borat himself is funny though. Akira says shonen anime was good. Yeah, no, strangely enough, there's very, very few shonen anime that I really, really like. I really liked Soul Eater. Soul Eater was like one of the best shonen animes I watched. It just has a really good premise. The characters are all really interesting. I love the creepy vibes that it has. I would say like go watch Haruhi Suzumiya, but like as an adult, that show fucking irritates me to hell and back. So, do you guys want to hear my bare feet slap against the hardwood? I have raw dogs today. Death the Kid in this pistol. Death the Kid was a fun character. I think I liked the most. And this is controversial because like I think he's the least popular out of the trio. I mean, there's three groups, right? But I think I liked Black Star and Tsubaki because I don't know. Black Star was so funny. I think he was the funniest character, and Tsubaki was literally there just to be like, yeah, go off, King. Yeah, Mika's at work right now. That's why she can't be here today. But I was like, can you just like pop in real quick and be like, talk about your Troy Baker NFT story? So Tsubaki was an enabler, kind of, yeah. But it's just so funny. Like those two were so good. My stepmother and stepsister aren't wicked. Not bad. Scenes kids can watch too. We love it all ages anime. The weird thing about anime in the 2000s, for some reason, they really cranked up the weird sexual tensions. Like even more than they do now. It was just like a weird thing about that. I don't know. Did anybody else notice that? No, actually, it was more like the 2010s. The 2010s animes just really were like, fuck it. Bouncing titties everywhere, right? So. It's midnight. I'm gonna do the future wordle. Future. I'm going through really bad days lately. Great. You're in the perfect place because we're going to do some confessions later. But yeah, they really didn't hold back. Yeah, if you want to stay here for a little bit, then you can send in some a confession and we can talk about it and we can, that's going to be in a little bit though. So I feel like I've kind of strayed a bit from my roots here because like, I don't know, I think maybe a lot of people coming in here being like a little attention grabby. Because I was been like very short fused lately. I don't know. Have you guys noticed that? I've been really, really short fused lately. And I don't know why that is. But because normally I'm thinking about this now. If this was like a couple days ago, somebody was like, I'm having a really shitty day. I'm like, wow, cool, take it somewhere else. But like, I don't know. Normally I don't do that, right? But like for some reason I've been doing that for the past couple days. But yeah. I was looking for somewhere to talk like this. Yeah. So we run a segment every month called Dear Dolce. And we do confessions. So a lot of people will come by here every month and just like be hey, I've been having this issue with my life. Somebody was like has come back here like every single month and was like, hey, I have a friend who is struggling with self-harm and self-termination and stuff like that. And as of last month, they were doing pretty well. So yeah. Normally I don't talk like that, but something really confusing happened to me. Yeah, don't worry about it. Chocolate chunk cookie. I love chocolate chunk cookies, by the way. Morning. Thank you. Hi, welcome in. Don't worry, I'm more short fused. What do you mean? It's okay. It's okay to be short fused, right? You gotta look out for yourself, right? Gotta look out for yourself. But at the same time, if you feel like you are in a good place, it doesn't hurt to help others. I mean, if that other person's gonna hurt you, then that's a different. But yeah, I mean, fill your cup before you fill someone else's. That's one of the things that I've come to kind of learn. And sometimes you have to ask to get your cup filled. Sometimes you can't fill it yourself, you know? How to be a VTuber? Grab a model off of Etsy or Booth for like $5 and then start streaming. I got the word nice. Black coffee? Yeah, black coffee today. You can't really see it because the cup is black, but like there's black coffee in there, trust me. My go-to coffee, brown sugar shaken espresso towards the bitter side, sweet. So half sweet. Brown sugar shaken out. Do you add cinnamon to it? A lot of places add cinnamon now to the brown sugar because the cinnamon and brown sugar kind of simulate the taste of a cinnamon roll. And so like the oat milk also helps with that sort of that natural, I don't know, not necessarily natural, but like that sort of bread taste, because you know most bread is made from oats or wheat or whatever, right? So if you have a brown sugar shaken oat, a lot of people call it the cinnamon bun. But you obviously can't say, can I have a cinnamon bun? Because then at a cafe, because then they'll hand you a cinnamon bun. So oat milk is sweet enough for me, so less sweet is perfect. Math genius, math genius. We love bread. I want to be bread. I want to be bread. I want to be a sourdough. I love sourdough. Guys, I'm so mad. I think Papa Dolce took my last slice of pastrami, which means that I don't have pastrami cheese melts available. I can't make one. I don't have any pastrami. I think Papa Dolce took it. Cinnamon, not much. I make it myself. I use cinnamon for baking. Try adding some cinnamon. About 1.3 to 1.5 grams of cinnamon. So like espresso cinnamon ice, right? Shake that up. Try doing that. What about 1.3 to 1.5 of cinnamon? Really good. Can you meow for me? Oh, guys, I can do it now. I can meow. I can be a meowing. Guys, you want to hear my revolver ocelot impression? Do you guys want to hear my revolver ocelot impression from Metal Gear Solid 3 that I just finished not too long ago? An ocelot hunts alone. Did you finish Zelda? I did finish my randomizer. It took me a while, but I finished my randomizer. It took me 12 hours, but I did it. Oh, hi, doggy. Guys, I'm gonna ruin the experience for you guys. I'm wearing gym apparel today. Do you guys see this? This is my gym shirt. This is the shirt I wear to the gym. Also, I'm wearing shorts. So I feel like I just came back from the gym. But I'm not. Sorry. Nice shirt, thanks. I got a lot of discoloration on my arm recently. I think it's stress. I was like admiring my forearms the other day because like I was like, damn boy, what them forearms do? Muscles for free? Yeah, I'm kind of a muscular person. Secretly flexing? No, I'm not secretly flexing. I'm openly flexing. Guys, when people are like, you're probably fat, I always laugh. Listen, I always laugh when people like, you're probably like 300 pounds. I'm like, God damn, I wish I was 300 pounds. No, I'm sadly only like 150. I'm like half that. Welcome back. Very straight, bro. I'm a very straight person. A lot of people think I'm gay or femboy or whatever. No, I am literally just a guy. I'm literally a guy who loves women. I mean, look at my women. I shouldn't say look at my women collection, but look at my women collection. How much is 300 pounds? I think it's like, I don't know. Was it like 100 kilograms-ish? I don't know. $130 kilograms. Guys, you see what I'm saying? People come in here and be like, "Are you gay?" I'm like, "No, I'm straight." I'm flattered you think I'm gay, but like, you know, I'm flattered you think I'm gay. However, I do like women, so. A kilogram of feathers or a kilogram of steel? He's out here collecting women. The straightest male VTuber. I wanted to say the straightest white male, but I'm not white. And I'm so sad because the one thing I am really upset about not being white is that I can't break down a funky dance move and have people go, "Go white boy, go! Go white boy, go!" I'm so, like, genuinely very sad I can't break down a funky dance move. And then people go, "Go white boy, go white boy." I can't. You don't understand, guys. You don't understand the FOMO I'm getting out of that. Oh my God, Rico! Thank you. Thank you for the members. Can you even break dance? I can I can break dance. The only things I can't do are stalls and windmills. But I can do a lot of break dance moves, yes. I can do leg swings and I can do drops. Windmills are so fucking hard though. Windmills, you need a lot of upper body strength, and this is not enough. Green from Delta. Who's Green again? Which one's Green? Is Green the one with the book? No. Who's Green? Who's Green? Oh, the cook. Cook. He's a cook. More Sigma Dolce. I'm 37 pounds and 37 inches. Damn, 37? How much cinnamon did you say to add? About 1.5 kilograms. Or no, not don't add 1.5 kilograms. No, 1.5 grams of cinnamon. About 1.5 grams of cinnamon. About that much. You can do more, you can do less. I usually go on the less side. 1.3. I feel like that's a good balance. 1.3, 1.2. But a lot of people do 1.5. Did you play the new chapter? Yes, I did. I liked it. I liked Pink a lot, actually. 30 pounds of cinnamon. I know this epic dance move called falling flat on your face because I can't dance. Okay, so let me show you. Let me tell you a really easy dance move to do. So I wish I had a 3D model so I could like show you guys, but like, okay, so I'm thinking about this now. Club dancing and performance dancing are completely different. So, okay, the best way I can describe, okay, so like take your elbows, right? Take your elbows and kind of like, and kind of like swing your, like this, right? If you literally just do this, and like move your, I just think of your like fists as balls, right? And they just like move the balls through space, like this and stuff. Like that's good enough for like most situations. If you're like, I can't dance, literally, feet planted on the floor, just move your shoulders back and forth, and like, and your hands like this. This is usually good enough for most situations, right? If you just do this, it's good enough for most situations. Yeah, the shimmy. Yeah, do a little shimmy. Yeah, a little shimmy like that, right? Just do a little bit. Yeah, this is really pretty much good enough for like pretty much any situation. right? Just bring them in close like this. Put them out. My favorite thing to do is this is at clubs. So this club dancing is gonna be a little bit different than like, you know, party dancing, because club dancing and party dancing are gonna be a little bit different because of the music types. But if you guys are gonna go to a club, literally just take one fist, raise it in the air, and then the other one do the same thing. And then like usually just jump to the beat as well. So they'll go boom, 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 right? It's really easy. So silly dance moves. Yeah. No. People tend to overthink about dancing a lot. But literally you just gotta kind of groove. Yeah, kind of groove it to it, you know? Got do a little bit of sways. But like it's not about the fancy right? Just smooth it out. Smooth it out. If I ever get a 3D model and 3D tracking, I'll do a dance tutorial for you guys. Where am I? That's a good question. Where are we? Loosen your shoulders and you're good to yeah. Your explanation reminds me of that one Outlaws Get No Entry section. What? Do you know how insane you sound? Show the sketches, please. There's a VOD about it. I think if you go into my channel and search still life, I think it pops up there. Outlaws Get No Entry is a song. I don't know. Protein bar with coffee or bagel? I'm more of a bagel person. Oh god. How do you guys say bagel? Bagel? Bagel. Bagel. A bagel. A bagel. I'm more of a bagel person, but I also like have that with like egg usually. Egg and ham or egg and cheese. Bacon it. Bacon, egg, and cheese? A bacon, egg, and cheese. I usually have ham, egg, and cheese though. Normally now it's just ham and egg because cheese is like high fat content, high calorie, so I usually don't have cheese with my bagels anymore. Bagel. 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 Bagel? How do you say bag? Bag? Bag. Bagel. The Leaning Tower of Bagel. Bagel. Okay. Over easy eggs and bacon. Damn. This person's running a whole ass cafe in their house. Not me. I got drip coffee. Actually, so you guys, I haven't talked about this a lot. But yeah, I'm close. I'm the closest I've ever been to owning a cafe in my life now. And I think if I were to run a cafe, I don't think I would have drip coffee available, like on tap, basically. I know that sounds controversial, but I think if I were to do drip coffee, I would have like 5 of these, maybe 4, right? I would have 4 or 5 of these, and if somebody wanted drip coffee, they would have to sit down and drink the coffee. If otherwise, they would just get an Americano. If they just want a coffee and go, they would just get an Americano. But I think for drip coffee, I would do something like this, and have like 4 or 5 of these available if someone wants drip coffee. They would have to sit down and do a pour over themselves, and we would provide the beans for them, ground. We provide the pot, the filters, and all that stuff. All they would have to do is pour the coffee. And I think this would be great because a lot of people who are coffee connoisseurs, they do pour over coffees at home, right? And if they want to pour over coffee at a cafe, they can just go and do that, and then we just provide the materials for them. And then it'd be also perfect for sharing as well. So if they wanted to like have somebody, they want to go out for coffee with somebody, it would be a perfect date idea because you could go out and get a pour over coffee together, and you could pour the coffee together. You can talk about it, and if you really want to impress your date, you could talk about how much you love pour over coffees, how like you explain the blooming process and all that other stuff. So I think that I would do that as a cafe owner, to give people a pour over set and not drip coffee on tap. Not only that, it'll save on money for drip coffee because we don't have to spend so much money on beans and making sure that we have coffee ready at every single given moment. In fact, I'm pretty sure most cafes now don't have coffee on tap because of coffee sales volume. So not a lot of whole people are buying like coffees anymore. A lot of people are buying more artesian coffees. Alexa, thank you for the gift. Thank you. Oh my God, laughing disco. Oh my God, laughing disco. Thank you so much. Are you on the board? Alexa, are you on the board? No, you're not. Okay, cool. So what we're gonna do now, normally I don't do the daily Dolce on Dear Dolce days, but I want to do the connections because apparently it's something I should do. Because I heard through the grapevine that I should do it. Okay, so Rika and Alexa. Guys, do you have any colors that you want to be? Rika, if you're still here. Alexa, what color do you want to be? Yeah. Yeah, that counts. What color do you want to be? Oh wait, hold on a second. I got a bunch of new colors, guys. I got a bunch of new colors. Look at that stuff. I was like, oh guys, I gotta get some colors. Oh, this is my pen I use for my dip them in your coffee. Do you know how insane you sound? Do you still want to be blue? Which blue? We have a light blue and we have a dark blue. Lick the mark. Dark blue. Okay, I don't think Rika's here, but I think Rika likes blue. Or green. I saw green. I think so. Anyways, they're getting green. Add some blue to your glue. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Steve. I don't know about that, Steve. Cool. All right, normally it is not time for the Daily Dolce. But it is time for the Daily Dolce because, you know.
Time for Daily Dolce. Time for Daily Dolce.
Nice to meet an amazing coffee lover and a possible cafe owner. I mean, we currently own the Cinnamon Sweet Cafe, but unfortunately, we do not have a physical storefront. Yeah, I work as a barista locally. I do not own that cafe. I work for a local person. They've been treating me really nicely. They got me some nice face care, skincare stuff. And, yeah. Oh, my shoulder fucking hurts, man. Anyways, we're gonna quickly do the stuff, and then after that, we're gonna pop by and do the Dear Dolce stuff. Okay. All right. What do you guys want to listen to while we do this here? What do you guys want to listen to? Ow. Do you know creepypasta? Why is this not sticking? There we go. Animal Crossing? Sure, we'll listen to Animal Crossing. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. What have I been missing? Where have you been? Also, can't wait to finish unpacking into my new store. Hey, ooh, a van that just sells baked goods, coffees, teas. Wow. Basically a mobile cafe. Yeah, good luck. That's so cool. That's awesome. All right, cool. So the Daily Dolce. Who do we have for? Do we have any fan submitted wordles? Okay. So this is sent in by Lily. What's the word I'm looking for? Not casual. Freaking regular. One of our stream regulars. Thank you for submitting one. If you guys don't know, I have a Discord, and in the Discord you can send me some wordles. Not only that, you can chat with some other people in there as well. So if you've seen anybody in here that's like, oh wow, they seem like a cool jazzy person, I want to kind of get to know them, they might be in my Discord, and you could hit up other people as well. And I think sometimes people organize game nights, but I don't think that's been happening for a while. But yeah. Angie, hey, welcome in. Sorry, I was a little late on that. I know I saw you a long ass time ago. But just now I'm like, oh, I should probably respond to that. Just like in real life, how I just never respond to DMs, but that's besides the point. Okay, this is from Lily. I want to do something like flower, but flower is going to be too... It's too big. Let's try Cosmo. Some people don't like Cosmo flowers. That's kidding. It's not gonna work. Something flowery, like lily, flower, bud, petal. Let's try petal. Okay, we got a T and an L. I'm gonna guess it starts with a T. Is it a lotus? What? What? Oh, is my audio crunchy? Well, I got it in 2. Petal lotus. Okay. I was just thinking lily flower. Maybe they shouldn't have picked a flower. Okay, the Wordle today, guys. First 5-letter word starting now. Okay, first 5-letter word starting now. I hate you guys so much. I hate this word. You guys know how much I hate this word? You guys know how much I hate this word? Okay. There's an I in it. Maybe something I, something, something. Sickle. No, sickle has a K in it. Since. I don't think it'd be since, but okay. Okay. So it's either gonna end in an I or start in an I believe. It could be like a combined word, like THI though. BRI. I'm gonna do brisk, but no. Brim? Briar? Broil? No. Brift. Grift? We can do grift here? Okay, RI. Okay. Riley? No. WR? Is it gonna be BR? So we can do WR, BR, KR could work, depending. PR, Prizey. Prilly? Primp. Okay. It was risky with the P, but so PRI. Privy. Oops, privy. I'm a genius. Privy means just like really like, I'm pretty sure privy means like you're like really, it's like you're good at something or something that you're like really well attuned to. I'm pretty sure that's what privy means, but I could be wrong. Okay, mini. Oh, I hate, why did they make him so big? This is not a mini. This is this is definitely a midi, not a mini. Okay, 5 lines on a music scale. 5 lines on a sheet music. Is that the scale or is that the bar? I think let's try scale. Musical scale. Material for Venus de Milo, and is it? It's not acrylic. Is it? It's not oil. No, water painting. Acrylic. No. What did they use back in the day? I don't know. A bird that helps Nemo. A seagull? I think. No. It's the thing that get in my mouth. What are those called? A pelican. Milk. Oat milk, maybe? Pal. Bud. Collective way of singing. A chorus. Metal container. That's a synonym for insignificant. A bin. A metal container. A can. Metal container. I can only think of bins and like cans. Rare order steak. Square cracker. A saltine. That's not chorus. Who's my little saltine? Prefix 3. Try. So a staff. Oh, this is a staff. Sorry, it's not a scale. It's a staff. What often starts with an apple and ends with a zebra? The alphabet? What starts with an apple and ends with a zebra? I'll come back to that. Show off. Flaunt? Ward off. Fend. Be sincere. I don't know. Hissy fit. Throws a hissy fit. Paw. I don't know. Destination for a mother-daughter day, perhaps. A spa. Is this marble then? Marble? Oh, wait, I was thinking about paintings. I was the Venus painting, for some reason, and Michelangelo's fucking ceiling. Why was I thinking about paintings? I don't know why. Unison? Singing in unison? Metal container. Something pot? Maybe. What? What? ABC book. That's stupid. It's an ABC. It says ABC book. ABC book. Meant? To mean it. To mean it. Is this, pouts? Tin pot. A metal container. Tin pot. I hate this. Okay. We're gonna do the connections and then the salad and then that's it for today. Maybe the cryptic. Oh, this was okay. I think somebody pulled a little prank on me. Cause they said it's gonna be easy. It's not easy. It's totally not this. Okay. Cutie, goggles, belt, whoopee cushion, couch cushion, whoopee cushion. Maybe. Whoopee! Yahoo! Hurrah! Maybe these are things that you can shout. Thank you, enjoy. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Okay. They said it was easy and you believe them? That's true. Why should I just believe people on the internet? Easy? Easy. Oh, is this why they said it was easy? Because it has the word easy in it? Okay, I think need somebody to shoot me. Pin. Pin cushion, couch cushion, whoopee cushion. Is there any other cushions I should be thinking of? Razor cushion? Is a cutie cushion a thing? Goggles. Belt, goggles. I see this and I think like a scientist. A hot dog cushion. Maybe. Easy. Phrase? Cutie, belt, goggles, hurrah. $12.43, thank you. Thank you for being here. Hope you have a good night. Have a good sleepy. Frame. Picture frame. Frame. Phrase, frame, express, and to depict something. Maybe. Effects? After Effects. What are these, like Adobe products? These could be Adobe products. Anything can be a hot dog. Oh, shoot. Who is Unreal? What? Unreal Fox. What? Okay. Phrase. Couch? I feel like razor cushion is a thing, is it not? Hurrah. Last. Hurrah. A last. Effects. Yahoo. Hurrah. Whoopee. Those are cushions, though. Belt? Belt. Hot dog. Easy. Anyways, I don't know what any of this is. I gotta hurry it up, though. So it's not that. Okay, it's not a cushion. IOU. IOUQT. EZ. EZQTIOU. Phrase, pin, couch, hot dog. I think express. Express. Yahoo. Frame. Effects. Hot dog frame. Express. That's way. Ugh. Hurrah. Which one of these sounds like a bunch of letters together? Whoopee. Belt. Goggles. Phrase. Pin. Couch. Hot dog. FX. There it is. That wasn't our purple. I thought that would be it. Hot dog. Hot dog. Frame. Razor. Phrase? Whoopee. Pin. So a cushion apparently isn't one of them. Yahoo. Hurrah. Whoopee. Goggles? I think this is gonna be like a character. Goggles, like goggles, a belt. Frame? Razor. Razor? Razor. What about Whoopee, Yahoo, hot dog, and hot dog? Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, hot dog. Yep. Okay. Goggles, pin, frame, couch. Express. Belt. Express? Like a train? Couch. Belt. Phrase. Frame. And express. Maybe? One away, okay. So one away from here as well. Phrase, belt, frame, express. Goggles? Pin. Couch. Press. Phrase, express, pin, and frame? No. Okay, we got one more. Couch razor. So this is a one more as well. Goggles, belt, razor. pin. I'm thinking of a sewing machine, like a belt, a razor. I don't know. This is a one away though. Express frame pin. Conveyor belts? Conveyor. Phrase. I did try. This is one away, and then the other one is a one away as well. Picture goggles. Picture frame. Picture couch. Razor blade. Razor express couch. Sit. Soft frame. Picture frame. Picture phrase. Goggles. This purple. Is it bad? What is it? Convey. Safety belt. Safety goggles. Safety pin. Safety razor. What the fuck is a safety razor? Okay, so guys, I will be opening up the marshmallow now. The link to that. Oh, wrong one. I'm sorry. I pinned the wrong one. Got it. Cool. There'll also be a QR code. Yeah, if you guys want to click on that, blah, blah, blah. We're going to do the salad, and then I'm probably going to do words on stream for a little bit while I use my little barista break. And then, yeah. What light might mean. Light mean bright, flash, amp. What light? Light. Calligraphy. Damp. Champ. Fine. Little. Light. What might light mean? Fate. Fine. Lamp. A lamp? A bulb? Light. Huh? Light. What might light be? No A word? No A word? What? No A word. What does light mean? Mild? Calm? Calming? Oh, when I was like, well, somebody in here is named Alexa. Fine. Leg. What is Lima? Chaft. Cham. What does light mean, guys? Light. Engine. No. Finite? No, doesn't work. Faint. Light. Gentle. Chat. ING is here. Ting? Mating. Chatting? There's 2 T in chat. Mate. Mating. Cating? Light. Acting? Cammy. It's not gonna start with a C. Oh. Match. Oh, match light. Ignite? Cool. I forgot about the verbs. Okay, I forgot about the verbs. Okay, we're gonna do words on the stream, guys. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick barista break, and you guys can enjoy, okay? We'll have it on the shorts version today. Ow! My back! Oh, my back! Are you fucking kidding me? I'm going to one of these in like 5 seconds. Is toit a word? I think the 5-letter word was title. Like the title of the book. Candidate. I think it's candidate, right? Yeah, candidate. That's 2 T's. Can't. Yeah, like cancer. I actually don't know where... I don't know these words. Ditaken. Indact? No, indact isn't a word. Indacta? Acton? Why is this one really hard? This one's actually really hard. Anadict. Daint? Cat? Guys, you're failing this. You guys are failing this. Anti. Oh, you guys are failing this so hard. You guys are failing this so hard. Candidate. Again. Antic. Even I was like, that's fucked up. All right, cool. Okay. All right, guys. Welcome to Dear Dolce. We're starting pretty late here. But that's because I got some bad information, and that's fine. All right. So let me just check here if this is working. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Let's check my messages. If we end up getting no messages, then that's fine too. We won one and lost one, yeah. All right, guys. So if you guys are unaware of what Dear Dolce is, if you use the link there, oh my god, my fucking shoulder. Oh, my thing is still going. I gotta stop that. Okay. So it is a time where we share. It's sharing time. No, it's confessions days, guys. So if something has been bothering you, if something has been like, if you need advice on something, if something's been on your mind, if you want to vent about something, it's pretty much all like volunteer stuff. You can just say if you want. If honestly, if nobody has something to say today, though, I think that's maybe a good sign. Actually, the other day, I had let's see if this works. Okay, yeah, that works. Okay. The other day, I was so irritated the other day, and I don't know why. I wanted to say it was because I didn't get enough sleep, but like that wasn't the case. I feel like I did get enough sleep. Oh, I managed to do my face character today too. That was pretty awesome. My shoulder's hurting again. Specifically my neck and shoulder, man. Don't be a barista, guys. Your neck and shoulder like ends up getting killed. Dum-ba-dum-dum. Positive. I like how there's like an AI mode for Marshmallow. I don't think it's AI though. I think it's like literally just scans it for like bad words and stuff. Okay. Mario Kart after stream? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Let's see if I got this here. Jazz. Oh, oh shoot, I pressed the wrong thing, but that's fine. Okay. So this one comes from somebody, a random person. Thank you for asking. How do I express that I'm not happy with my partner when I've told them about it, but they ignore me? Oh, geez. Okay, yeah. So you're unhappy with your whatever relationship you have now. So I'm still a little confused about this. So like, happy in what sense? Like, you're not satisfied with how they've been treating you? You're not happy with their life choices? You're not happy with, you know... So, if it's an emotional thing, if like you're emotionally not happy with your partner, when I've told them about it, but they ignore me. I don't know. Okay, so this usually comes from, okay, how do I explain this? Okay, so a lot of times, your partner will assume that stagnation is fine, right? And so the fact that you are not actively doing anything about it usually tells them, oh, they're not gonna do anything about it, right? Oh, they're not gonna leave me. They're still here. They're not gonna leave me. Which assumes that like, oh, I can just keep doing what I'm doing and it's fine, right? Which, you know, it's not. I've been here this entire time. Yeah. Okay, but like, that's a lot of times when people are in relationships where like somebody's unhappy with this one thing, they'll change for a couple weeks, but then they'll go back to doing what they were doing before. And a lot of the times that's the thing where it's like they don't think of it as an issue. So they don't consider it an issue. You do, they don't, right? One of the things I could say is that like you have to like really lay down the line. Like, I am not happy with this, and I will do a thing if this doesn't change. That whether it be like breaking up with them, actually not interacting with them, going out more instead of staying in with them more, you know. If something is not working and they're not changing or they're not addressing the issue, they're just not seeing it as an issue. And I think one of the things that you have to really frame it like it is an issue. And you can't be like, okay, well, I'll just deal with it. Because if you're just gonna say, oh, I'm just gonna deal with it, like I'm you know, whatever, they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do with it, you know? This is a weird analogy. This is a weird analogy. This is a thing that just happens to me. So, one day, somebody dropped a jar, like glass, on the ground, right? And instead of cleaning it up, we swept it under, like, you know how there's usually a little ledge underneath of under like a countertop or whatever. We just swept it under the counter, basically, right? Somebody came over and it was like, why is there just glass on the ground? It was like, oh, we just kind of swept it there and like it's not bothering any of us. It's like, do you realize that this is like a safety thing? Like, one of you can cut your foot on it and stuff, or like you can get glass embedded in your foot. And they're like, yeah, but none of us have. It's like, well, like, what about guests who are unaware of that? It's like, oh, I guess you're right? And so clearly it's an issue. Like, having glass on the ground is not a good thing, right? But none of us saw it as an issue because none of us had the issue of accidentally stepping on this glass, but obviously like it's an issue, right? So somebody was like, you know, that if somebody who is not you guys comes in here and steps on that, that's on you. And you're like, oh, I guess you're right. And so then I cleaned it up. This is during my slob days, by the way. So, yeah, if I didn't see it as an issue, it's not an issue. But the thing is, that's just how it is. So, that's how their mind is working right now. As far as I know, that's how their mind is working, and that's how I see it. But yeah, it's better to be firm than around the bush. Yeah, I mean, also like you could just, I hate to be like do an ultimatum or whatever, but like sometimes ultimatums do like. If something is not working, then you'll be like, okay, well, I definitely need to change it. And the thing is that, like, if you need to change something in your life, then you have the entire, you have the power to do that, right? You can, like, and if something is, like, something so dramatic, like you're sharing a lease together and you can't, you know, you can't move out because you can't get your name off of the lease or whatever, then you can emotionally not be in the space with them is the thing as well. You can just make it awkward as fuck. If you're really not happy, you can make it awkward as fuck. The thing is, like, you can just be like, yeah, whatever. You can just be like, I hate to be like, just be like, yeah, whatever. But like sometimes you just have to be like, yeah, whatever. Is that good advice? Probably not. But is it my advice? Absolutely it is. But yeah. Thank you so much for that. And I hope that maybe helped. I don't know. There was people here that were like, oh yeah, I want to do like I wanted to confess some stuff. I don't think they're here anymore. I think they got bored. That's fine. I did tell them. I was like, oh yeah, it's happening in an hour. Oh my man, my shoulder. Guys, I don't recommend. Oh, I think, do I need to go see the chiropractor again? I do not want to see the chiropractor again. It's like so much money. My sister has a song called United States of whatever. Yeah, I love that song. Cause this is my United States of whatever. And we're down by the pool hall shooting some pool. He's like, yeah, whatever. Cause this is my United States, my United States of whatever. I love this song. Whatever. I went down to the beach and saw Kiki. She was like, "Ew," and I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." And this chick comes up to me and she's like, "Hey, what are that?" Yeah, I'm like, "Whatever." So later, I'm at the pool hall and the school comes up and she's like, and I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." Then it's 3 a.m. and on the corner wearing my leather and this dude comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, punk." And I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." So I'm throwing dice in the alley. And Officer Leroy comes up and is like, "Hey, I thought I told you." "Hey, yeah, whatever." Cause this is my United States of whatever. And then up comes Zaffron. I'm like, "Yo, Zaffron, what's up?" And he's like, "Nothing." I'm like, "That's cool." Cause this is my United States of whatever. It's a good song. I recommend you guys listen to it. Alright. Cool. Alright. So yeah, so I remember this person, and again, this stream can get pretty heavy, guys. So if you guys were here last month, somebody was here before. Here's a follow-up. I'm sad that Mika's not here because she was the one that gave you advice here, and yeah. But let's continue on here. I don't realize that. Okay. So, hi, it's this girl from last post from last month. I remember you saying, like, to get updates on stories sometimes. My mom put me in therapy. She's really worried about me and signed me up, and I've been going once a week. I'm not really doing much better yet, but I am getting help. If that makes you feel any better. I know any other people in here are worried about me too, so I just wanted to update you a little bit. I'm also sick today, so sorry this is kind of short. That's all right. So that's great. I love to hear from people, and I'm glad that you are getting therapy. I hope that your relationship with your mom was healthy in the sense that, like, she was worried about you and put you in therapy, and not that like I'm putting you in therapy because you need help. So I at least hope that was the thing, of how that went. And you've been going once a week, so that's really good. But yeah, sometimes, okay, and sometimes talk therapy isn't always going to be a solution, right? And sometimes talk therapy isn't going to get you a whole lot, but it is a good start, because talk therapy, what can happen is that it can actually open some doors to see deeper into the deeper rooted problems. And when you start getting therapists, specialists based on different types of mental illnesses, that's when things can get really, really more progressive. But it always starts with that first step. So I'm glad that you are getting help, and maybe this help will start to, you know, peel back some of the onion layers that have been burdening you. And you know, I know there's a lot that has been going on. And yeah, I'm so glad that they're getting help. Assume the worst has happened since last time. No, that's great. No, I'm glad that you're here. And I'm glad that you feel like you want to update us, because, no, yeah, it's nice. I hope you do feel part of the community, because the community does worry about you. You know, the funny thing is that this is always like anonymous and stuff, right? And so we actually truly don't know who this could be. But if you're here around in the Discord, if you're here around, you know, in the streams and whatever, like, it's always great to see you. And yeah, I really do hope you're getting, you are feeling better. It feels like you are progressing, or, you know, things are changing in your life. You always have the ability to change your life. Actually, I saw a post the other day, a clip. Somebody was like, hey, how do I not feel like, how do you wake up the next day, as in, like, feel like you want to get up and do stuff, right? Or make it to the next day. And somebody was like, how do you 100% with certainty know that you are going to feel the same way tomorrow? How do you know with 100% certainty that today or tomorrow is going to be, you'll feel just as bad or even worse? And the answer is that no one can actually tell what tomorrow holds, because tomorrow is always a different day. Different things can happen. Not yesterday, 2 days ago, I was having trouble with my stream. I was having technical difficulties. Things were absolutely sucking. I pulled a tarot card. It was the upside down death card, and that usually means stagnation, that nothing's gonna happen. I got a raid from a pretty big VTuber, and that was not stagnation. That was absolutely, I was not prepared. And you know, it was so refreshing. And I sent them a message. I hope they get back to me. I think maybe we'll raid into them today if they're still going. But yeah. But yeah. So yeah, just if you ever feel like, I don't think I can make it tomorrow, how do you not know that tomorrow will be better, you know? How do you not know? Or how do you know if tomorrow is going to be worse, or if you're going to feel just as bad? And the thing is that you don't. So there are lots of things in life worth living. In fact, we don't even know what the One Piece is. How can you disappear without knowing what the One Piece is, huh? All right. This next one. Okay, I want to come out so bad. I'm tired of being in the closet. I don't care what people think. I'm just afraid of what they'll do. My country is pretty religious, so is my school. But I've been pretty open about being alternative and part of the LGBTQ plus community. Anyways, pride pins, blah blah blah. Songs I listen to. Flirting with the same gender. I came out to a teacher I trust, and he accepts me, but he told me to keep it secret to avoid trouble. That really upset me, because I genuinely don't care what people think. People can hate me, I don't care. I just want to freely express myself. This is just a rant at this point, but I want to know a way I could possibly counter this, because how do you feel so pissed about it? So I don't really know about your situation 100%. I don't know how how dangerous it is for you, because I know in some countries, coming out as gay or lesbian, is punishable by death, and that is one of the scariest things, right? So it really depends on how dire your safety is, right? If your teacher says that you should keep it a secret because you could potentially die, I would have to agree with them. But if that's not an issue, then yeah, I mean, you can start doing like the fact that you're like, you know, flirting with the same gender, dressing this certain way, pride pins, blah blah blah. Like you can always do that. Another thing is that like you don't have to come out to everyone all at once either. Right? You can find those people that do accept you for who you are, and as you start to feel more comfortable around those other people that do accept you for who you are, and like do accept your ways of living, and do accept, you know, your gender identity and all that other stuff, then you can slowly start opening the other doors, you know, to your family, to your other friends, to, you know, yeah, because then they get played with your teacher and they want to continue oppressing you. The worst thing you can do is keep it a secret. Yeah, well, in a society that does not punish that, I think that's, yeah, you can totally be open about it. But if the wherever you live does threaten your safety, I would say yeah. Find a country that does, and then move there. But yeah, if you think you can handle, you know, the oppression, if you think you can handle the bullying, if you think you can handle, you know, that sort of, you know, that way of life, if you can handle that, like that's what punk rock is too. Like punk rock is fighting the oppression, you know. If you have that punk rock soul in your life, go right the hell ahead, and you can just rock it. But how to not be so pissed about it? Man, sometimes we just live in a society, and sometimes society sucks. But yeah, the best way to not be pissed about it is to be pissed about it, because you can't do it, right? The best of humanity comes out during rebellion. I swear, like during rebellion, that's when the best of humanity comes out. So, yeah, continue being a little rebel. Keep being pissed about it. Keep being pissed how you can't do it. But, you know, don't let that anger result in violence, because that's a little bit different, right? There will be people who accept you for who you are. There will be people around you that want to accept you. There will be opportunities for you to express that. And then, you know, just again, little by little, just come out little by little with certain friends. And then if you feel comfortable around your family, with your family, with your, you know, with, you know, and again, you don't have to come out all at once. You can keep some parts secret for a while. You can keep yourself hidden for a little bit. And when you feel like you can deal with that, I believe in you. So yeah. Does anybody else have anything to say? If there's no official punishment, there's a social one. Yeah, there's this. I mean, I'm a bit of a loner. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit of a loner, so that doesn't really bother me. So, yeah. But you know, I can't really tell you what to do. But that's my advice that I would give. I don't know if it's good, but I hope you feel at least vindicated or validated in your emotions, because yeah, it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way. Thank you. I hope that helped. Okay, next. Okay, so this one has to deal with stagnation, and we just talked about stagnation literally just a couple seconds ago. All right, every day feels like it's really boring now. Really important exams are coming up soon, so I'm fine with that. But because we finished the syllabus for all subjects, it's all grind mode. I'll practice exam papers. All homework every day is bleeding into each other. I do homework until my brain shuts off by itself, until I get bored, which has never happened in previous years. But even when I take a break, maybe watch YouTube or something. I can't feel joy I once felt. I have friends, but I can only chat with them in school. Otherwise, I'm isolated in my room. The only escape is sleep at this point. To move on to the next day to restart my mood. Can't keep up with the pile of homework anymore. When I barely make a dent in it, I get a truckload more from other teachers. And that's not even mentioning extra lessons like tuition. I don't think I make sense, but I need to rant. Only upside to all this is exams start in mid-October. How much longer before I legitimately go insane? So I already think you are insane. But that's okay. We can be insane, right? But yeah, we can be insane. Yeah, so there are going to be times in your life where things really do feel like a slog, like things aren't progressing, like you just are doing the same thing over and over again. You are totally not alone. There's tons of people that literally go to work, come home, watch TV, and fall asleep. There's so many people that are like that because that is their life situation. They never feel like they need to. They never feel like they have the opportunity to go out and do things, to plan a vacation, to have those things in life. And sometimes they don't, and that's the sad truth of it. But the best thing that I can suggest, because this has worked for me, is the best thing to do is give yourself something to look forward to, even if it's small, even if it's something tiny, minuscule, absolutely small, right? For example, I always look forward to Dear Dolce because it's a thing that happens once a month. I get to see a bunch of people here. I get to see a bunch of my friends. I get to hear about your guys' life. We get to share our hearts with each other. And yeah, and even sometimes, right now, I feel a little stagnated too because I recently just reached partner on YouTube, and now I'm like, okay, I reached that goal. What's next? I have things that are like, okay, I know what's happening next for me, but having to start that, having to continue forward with it, having to do all this other stuff, it's so brooding, it's so rough, right? So yeah, the thing is that you can't let your brain shut itself off. You can't let your brain do that. You have to look forward to something. So just give yourself something to look forward to, even if it's just I get to watch anime for 3 hours. Start thinking that I get to do this, I get to do that, right? And I know for some people that responsibility never ends for them. Sometimes they're constantly on the clock. Sometimes they're constantly working. Sometimes they're constantly doing this, that, and the third. But yeah, the best thing to do is always give yourself something to look forward to. I mean, you say that the exams are in mid-October. So, start planning something after exams. Once you finish exams, what are you going to do? Are you gonna go somewhere? Are you gonna go out with friends somewhere? Invite your friends over for a game night or something. So stagnation is one of the killers of the human soul, I think. So it's always good to look forward to something. In any aspect of life. So whether it be work, whether it be play, whether it just be seeing somebody new. Give yourself something to look forward to. Find a hobby. Yeah, find a hobby. That's a good example too. Play Final Fantasy 14 and do extreme stuff. For me, that was pretty exciting because learning extreme fights in Final Fantasy 14 was really, really satisfying for me. And I got to do it, once a week with the raid party. And I looked forward to doing extreme grinds with friends. So, yeah, that's what I would do. And it's okay to be insane. If you feel insane, it's okay to be insane. Okay, this is about me. This one's about me. And It's some sort of parasocialism, and that's let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Hello, I like you a lot. Like, it's a real problem for me. I had to stop watching your streams for all because I found myself constantly thinking about you and wanting to see you, and I would literally drop whatever I was doing to watch you. Even constantly checking your socials got to the point where I was daydreaming about meeting you in a relationship with you. I really do think I'm in love with you, but I'm not really sure what to do about it because not even the break I took helped. Sorry if this is weird. Also, I'm a girl. That doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference. If you're a guy or a girl, it doesn't make a difference. Okay. So, it is normal to feel attraction to people. And how I carry myself, I understand that it can be very, very intimate because I do things like this. Because I am a little silly goose and I do believe in people, right? I appreciate you coming out and telling me that because it's not hard. It's not easy. Sorry, it's not easy to do something like that. And I will say this: I am not on the table. Not because that I'm in a relationship with anyone else or anything, but I am literally just married to my work. I am currently so busy with my life that it's really hard for me to actually give people the time and attention they need. The only time and attention that I give you guys here is because I allocate that, and that's not for one specific person. If it was one for one specific person, that's a completely different story, but it's for all of you guys here, right? Married to the I really am married to the grind. So that's just about me. The fact that you know, it's, and again, it's okay to feel these types of emotions. Like you found somebody that really, really resonates with your soul, and that's beautiful, and I love that for you. And I hate to be like a little heartbreaker here, and I hate to like kind of break this parasocialism or have to, you know, deal with the parasocialism. I honestly thought it would never happen to me because I'm such a silly goose. But I'm just, you know, I'm just not on the table. And one thing is that I think somebody else also talked about this, like, would you ever date a fan? And the answer is no. Because there's a power imbalance. The way that I speak to you guys is a way different than I would speak to, you know, a friend or a partner. Because the thing is that I want my partner to literally not be attached to me, to not be about me, right? And that's a healthy thing, to not have to rely on somebody so deeply. Some people really, really need that in life, to have somebody to give them stability and stuff. But in terms of a relationship, a healthy relationship, it's not very healthy. But I hope you do understand that even as a friend, even if I'm your friend, right? I hope that can be enough for you, and that you can feel supported, and that you can find somebody that's like me. Not is me, but somebody like, you know, can be a little silly. Someone can be, you know, supportive and helpful, and, you know, there's tons of, listen, I'm a dime a dozen. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a dime a dozen. There are tons of guys out there that are like me out there. So it's good that you stopped watching, because parasocialism can destroy you. But you know, yeah. I just, you know, again, I just hate to break it to you, but like, I just don't date fans for that reason, and you know, I'm glad you have. I'm glad you can at least experience those emotions, right? But I don't think I can reciprocate anything. Yeah, I don't know. All right. Yeah, I don't know if anybody has anything else to say about, you know, parasocialism or you know, unrequited love or anything like that, but awareness is step one too. So I'm just also very glad, I'm proud of you for recognizing that in yourself, because some people just don't even realize it, and they just start acting weird and crazy, and yeah, and so far no one has acted weird and crazy towards me. So the fact that you haven't done that is really, really good as well. So yeah. They say don't meet your heroes. They say don't meet your heroes. So I hope you don't meet me in the sense that you're gonna be so disappointed. You're not who I actually am. I act weird and crazy. What does that make me? Normal. Okay, here's a follow-up actually from a segment from earlier from before. Okay, so additional note from a person stuck in repetitive loop. Again, loops are bad. Stagnation always feels bad, right? I don't have struggles with my work, maybe another problem. Because there's no challenge for my brain to be active, I feel like a husk. And I do have a hobby, but where can I find the time for that when I'm buried in mock exams and papers and short due dates? Yeah. It's always gonna be rough like that, right? You're like, when will I have the time to do this? I literally am like neck deep in work as well. If you guys know who if you guys know anything about me, I have 3 jobs, right? I have my barista work, I have my property management work, I have social media management work, and then I stream on top of it, right? I have so much work on my plate that I have I have no time. But you know what I do? I give myself an hour. I give myself an hour of time every single day to do something that I like. It's usually play gacha games because those are like quick and easy and I can easily get into it. But sometimes I use that time to watch like Spider-Man on Amazon Prime, right? Is it easy? No. Like everyone like a lot of people have different lifestyles. Are you able to allocate 1 hour of your life for that? Maybe not, right? But yeah, if you can, I think a good work-life balance is being able to find that time for yourself. Give yourself some time. I remember specifically to myself, I said, on Mondays specifically, I am not working anywhere. Except I stream sometimes on Mondays, which is weird. But like I don't see that as work, so it's fine. Right? But I don't edit on Mondays. I don't go to work on Mondays. I told my bosses specifically, I'm not coming to work on Mondays. Do not schedule me for Mondays. I have tea with my family on Mondays. Luckily I have that opportunity that I can do that. But you know, give yourself time if you can, you know? Give yourself time. Like, give yourself something to look forward to. And I think that'll be good for you. It's easier said than done, right? Yeah, also, like, if you are busy as well, like, have a friend to do a thing with you while you do busy work. They say parallel play or parallel, you know, or shadowing while you work is ultimately way more, you know, brain whatever. If you can have somebody who can like literally sit in call with you while you work, while you like vent about the stuff that you do, it just feels better. So, if you have somebody in your life that can like be with you while you do that, yeah, go ahead, do it. Yeah, do it. Do it. Finding something challenging would be helpful. Yeah, do the Wordle every day. Yeah, do the Wordle every day. Okay, so this is a work-related thing. So, hey, bothered by a coworker. They always boss around even though I'm more in charge. The worst part is my boss and that person are close friends, so my boss takes their side often. I don't often want to talk about this with my boss, but because I know my coworker will tell me off and call me jealous. I don't want you to find a solution. I just want to speak my feelings. Thank you. Well, yeah, no, that's always a thing. Honestly, that's actually the thing that happens. Workplace favoritism is a thing. So you're so valid in that feeling that way. Finding a solution? Yeah, I don't need to do that. But what I would say, it's okay to be pissed off about that. Nepotism is a thing, guys. Nepotism is also a thing. Yeah. If it really bothers you, you could always just quit. But like also sometimes you can't just quit because we all need jobs, right? Are you actually reading any of your comments? No, I would never do that. Do you think why would you think I would do that? But yeah, no, your coworker sucks. If they always boss you around, even though you're more in charge, I think that's more of an HR problem. Hey, if you want to feel better about it, if you're more in charge, you're getting paid more. They're telling you what to do, and you don't have to think, and you're getting paid more, baby. Yeah. Unless you aren't, then that's fucked up, and then you should ask for a raise. So. Okay, cool. Oh, awesome. This is customer service. I'm no stranger to bad customer service stuff. Okay. So this person asks, how would you go about navigating rude customers even though they're regulars and you don't want to offend them? They're elderly and I don't have their experience. I hate to be like this, but you just have to. You have to just literally just go with their whims because they're the ones who are also helping paying your bills. Ultimately, at the end of the day, your boss is paying your bills at the end of the day because you're working for them and blah, blah, blah. But for navigating rude customers when they're regulars, you just got to deal with them. You just, like, literally get on their good side. Like, pretend that you really care about them. Pretend you really love them. Pretend you really care about their dog named Otis. Pretend that you really care that they're going on vacation in Hawaii in 3 weeks. Pretend you really care about. Honestly, they'll just treat you a lot nicer, and they'll tip more. Yeah. Like, listen, I don't want to be like, yeah, you should put on your customer service face. Put on your customer service face. Put that on. And then when they're gone, take it off. You can vent about it to a coworker, or not a coworker. I recommend actually don't vent about people to your coworkers because if they have the same sentiment, it's fine. But like if they don't, that can get like a little bit of an issue and it can get really, really awkward. So like if you're gonna vent about like a rude customer, do it to like a family member or like a friend or something, and then you could totally gossip about them behind their back. I normally don't have to do this. Most people are really, really nice to me. But yeah, for the most part, just pretend you really care about them. Pretend you really care about them, and they will treat you nicer for whatever freaking reason. And if they don't, I think there's something wrong with them. So, yeah. If you manage to screw up their orders a lot, right? There's nothing... Listen, kindness is a silent killer. Kindness is a silent killer. Really get them. That's actually how... One of my teaching jobs I did in Japan, they were like really, really complaining about me. My workplace was complaining about my work ethic. And you know what I did? I worked even harder. I was working pretty dang hard. I worked even freaking harder. And you know what? They're like... They couldn't find things to complain about me. And you know what? They just started treating me better. And when I finally could, like, let go of certain things, be like, oh yeah, I am working hard. They can't prove that I'm not working hard. Remember that one time where I did the one thing for you guys? Yeah, I'm a hard worker. And then I just slack off whenever I can. Honestly, that's bad advice. It really is bad advice. That one was really bad advice. But just be kind. Okay, yeah. So, warning, guys. This one's another self-harm submission here. So, if you guys are, I always warn you guys ahead of time. Okay. I don't really have a whole lot of experience dealing with this, but I have talked to a lot of people who have. So this isn't personal experience or anything, advice that you should probably follow from me. I should also preface this also, guys. Do not take my word as gospel. I'm not a qualified what's the word I'm looking for? Psychiatrist. Therapist. I'm not licensed in anything of like that, so it's literally just like asking a guy on Reddit, okay? So always do the bare minimum. Oh, before we end that last one, when a workplace says give 100, like when a workplace says like, oh, we want you to give 110%, the actual truth of it is that you give 30%, 30 or 40%. And the reason why is because at the end of the day, if you're paid hourly, you're getting paid hourly, right? If you can do less work, in the same amount of time, they want that. They want people to be lazy and work and like find better solutions, right? So if you are somebody who's like, I can do this, right? So getting something done and getting something done lazily is probably like the best thing that you can do. So yeah, give 30, 40%. Never give 110%, because if you go 110%, that becomes the new standard. Give 30 to 40%, and the moment it's important that you give 100%, then you give 100%, and then it looks like you're doing a freaking amazing. So, besides that, right? So again, this follow-up, next one, involves self-harm. So I want to warn you guys right now. All right. This might touch on some heavy topics, so be aware. So lately I've been having some self-hurting tendencies. Feel awful. Whoa, I just lost it. Which is like twice a week. Releases some tension in my body, and honestly the pain doesn't feel that bad, even though I know it's not good for me. So far I've only pinched myself, hit. I'm worried I might actually hurt myself seriously if this keeps on going. I wanted to ask you if there's any way I can stop this. So I don't have any experience with feeling tendencies for self-harm. It's kind of like because like I'm a pussy and I can't handle pain, so I don't get anything out of it. I just feel really, really sad when I do it, so I can't really help you in personal. But in terms of, getting sort of like some sort of tension release, understand that this is your body, this is your brain saying that if I do this will feel better. And at some point your brain is just like, oh, if I do this I feel better, right? Your brain has connected, if I do this I feel better. And so as things escalate, it's just gonna get worse and worse, right? Think of it kind of like a drug addiction, right? Right now you're only starting with like, biting, hitting, pinching, right? But like, think of it like an addiction, right? When you take a snort of that cocaine, right? You feel better in the moment, then you feel worse later, right? And then it starts from cocaine. Maybe I should just start with marijuana, right? Marijuana, cocaine, and it gets worse and worse. And then all of a sudden you're like doing shit tons of crazy drugs, right? I lost connection on my phone. Is this not charging? Ah, sorry. I don't think my phone is charged. Oh, it wasn't plugged in. Okay, let me plug this in. Jewelry. Yeah. Jewelry can help. It can be an addiction, yes. I read Apothecary Dies most of the time when I work these days. You're definitely better than a guy on Reddit. Yeah. But yeah, just the more you start thinking of it as an addiction, and the more you can think, okay, I need help for this, the easier it will be. So self-harm is a form of addiction because it is relieving your brain of stresses and tensors, right? And what does drugs do? Exactly that. So the best thing that it's not easy to do, and again, everything I say is like not, I understand it's easier said than done, is that whenever you do have these urges to do these certain things, find an alternative or find a way to distract your brain from it. Say like, oh, if I do this, my brain feels good, right? Replace it. Pavlov yourself into freaking doing something else. I remember, okay, so I would, every time I got angry, I would do the dishes. And so, this is kind of like it working in the opposite way. So every time I was angry, I would do the dishes. And every time I would do the dishes, I would be angry. It doesn't matter where I was. It doesn't matter whose dishes I was doing. If I did the dishes, I'd be angry. And so every time, instead of being angry and doing the dishes, what I would do is I would literally just sit on the bed and not do the dishes. And whenever I did feel happy and whenever I did feel like neutral mood, I would do the dishes. because it was really, really bad for me to do the dishes because I would just get in this really, really bad mood, right? And so instead, I would literally just sit on my bed and just watch my finger, like play with my fingers, do whatever, just fiddle, do something, right? Fidgeting is really, really good for my brain. So I know if I was angry, just like focus on something that does not make me angry. So I was like, oh, I'll just use this energy to be productive. Turns out negative energy to be productive just breeds more negative energy. So, yeah, the best thing I could say is find an alternative that gives that same brain juice and like distracts you from wanting to do that sort of thing. I know it's like it's really easy to like, oh, your fingers are right there. You can easily just pinch yourself. But yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you for the submission. My fucking shoulder, man. Oh. Okay. So this is another sort of stagnation, related to stagnation and boredom and monotony in life. Tends to be a common thing in life. So yeah. I'm exhausted and I'm worried. I shouldn't be. Like, my parents aren't bad. I have great friends and a lovely girlfriend. It's summer, but I'm so dead. I don't want to get up. I don't want to see my friends or go out on vacations, and I don't know why. I feel guilty about it because my friends are going through hard times and people are in a lot worse situations. So feeling this like sad because I'm sad, it feels wrong. I don't know. This is weird, but that's not weird at all. It's completely normal. There might be something in your life that's actually bothering you. Maybe your social battery is drained and you don't even realize it, right? We all have social batteries. We all have social like energy that isn't always there. Sometimes you do need time for yourself. Sometimes you do need to change something up in your life. If you don't feel bad for not wanting to go out with friends or go out on vacations and stuff like that, sometimes the best vacation is literally just vegetating and just kind of being like, okay, well, I'm alive, right? As an alt person, I usually play with spikes on my cuffs as an alternative. That sounds pretty fun. Yeah. People with like seemingly good lives can still get depressed. They can still get like feel like nothing is changing in their life. I mean, think about it this way, right? If you're constantly happy all the time, when are you really happy, right? If happy is your norm, then there's no up from there, right? It's okay to feel low sometimes, because when you have those low moments, you can really appreciate the times where you are happy, where you do have these amazing things, right? But you need to have those moments in life, or else you're just gonna be like dead on the inside. like how you feel right now, right? You have great moments in life, but you also need the bad moments too. This happens a lot actually in fictional like cartoons and like stories and stuff. You know what, those happy villages and stuff like that? The happy village is a thing in Earthbound. It's not actually people being happy, but like, if you've ever played Persona 5 Royal, right? So spoilers, the end game boss wants everybody to have a perfectly happy, fulfilling life, but they lose all autonomy in their life if they do that, right? So the fact that you have autonomy and that you can choose to do things is really, really good. If you are constantly happy, then there really is no point of living, because you're constantly living in bliss, right? So give yourself space. Yeah, give yourself space. Give yourself the time to be sad. Give yourself the time to be sad. It is not bad that you feel sad. It is great that you have amazing things in your life, but it's okay to feel sad. And don't compare your situations with other people's situations too, because like you did say here, there are people in a lot worse situations. Yeah, there is. But are they you? No. Right? There are things to be happy about. There are things to be sad about. Some people have more sad things. Some people have more happy things. At the end of the day, we all have happy and sad things to look forward to, and want to not look forward to. That doesn't. I'm not saying you should look forward to the sad times, but like, they're there. You know, You can't live in a world bathed in light. You need some shadows or whatever. Okay, thank you. Sorry, I don't know if that really helped or anything, but yeah. You can write joke stuff as well. You can. I'll just make fun of you. Okay. Boom, boom. I love this song, by the way. This is from Animal Crossing GameCube. This plays at like 3 a.m. or something. So funky. Okay. Did my... Wait, hold on a sec. My Stream Deck just stopped working. Give me a second here. Okay, well now... Hold on, what the... Boom, 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 boom. Now my capture card stopped working. That's great. Let me try that again. Ba-dum. There we go. Sorry. Okay, let's continue. Okay. Hi, I'm the person struggling with a friend. I wanted to update for the sake of it. Hey guys, another update, yay! They're doing okay now. They went to Japan and I think is burnt out because of it, but they aren't doing SH anymore. Clean for 7. That's so wonderful. Honestly, that's so great. I'd love to hear that. That's almost 2 months. That's crazy. That's crazy. Some people's dads can't even freaking stop drinking beer for 3 days, let alone 3 hours. No, that's amazing though. I think they went to Japan as the thing is burnt out because of it. Listen, Japan is great. I don't like if you go on vacation and come back, then like yeah, you're gonna feel rough, because you want to feel like you want to be in Japan all the time. I get that feeling all the time, but get this, New Horizons off my stream. That's fine. Yeah, no, that's great. No, I love that for them. Listen. Again, I don't know if they know who we are, but just tell them that we're proud of them and that 7 weeks is a great progress. And you know, if they ever have that urge to relapse, you know, it's gonna happen. All right, relapsing does happen, but like the fact that they did 7 weeks is crazy, and it's really really good. And I hope they can you know, keep that up. I hope they can keep it up and feel better about themselves and not have to, you know. I'm so proud of them. So proud of them. Okay. Okay, I think we're gonna do this for maybe about 30 more minutes here. I'm gonna keep this open for about maybe 10 more minutes, maybe 20 more minutes, depending on the amount that we have here. Hope you get better. You can just call them Levi. It's the same thing, right? Simp, Levi. Yeah, I hope you feel better. Okay. Okay. So this has anxieties with relationships stuff. Okay. So guys, right? City folk. Anyways, sorry. I got really excited about Animal Crossing. I fear I'm in a loveless relationship. I've been with my boyfriend for 9 months, and we've had a whole cute cafe thing where we met and fell hard, but he's become a lot more distant. For example, he's been working late. He's not cheating, I know for sure. And his friends have talked to me saying he's worried his love for me is fading. I hate that they crossed his boundaries and told me, but anyways, I talked to him and he insisted he still loves me purely because he's a people pleaser and feels very guilty for things like that. I love him, but I don't want him to be stuck with me. Okay. let me just see if I'm getting this whole picture correctly that you've given me. Okay, so you have not said specifically how you feel about him, but I'm assuming that you do. Let me just reread this again, so make sure I have the full picture that at least you're giving me. Okay, so if you love this person, right, and you are happy with him, and you already come to this term, like if you love them, you'll let them go. I feel like you've maybe already come across that, and so that you're happy with that. If you feel like you're not satisfied in this relationship, that's the thing that you kind of have to have a conversation with. But if you feel like he's not interested into you, sometimes there's going to be times in life where you don't have the spark, right? Sometimes the spark isn't there. Sometimes it feels like, you know, like a stagnant pond or whatever, right? But that doesn't mean that the love is gone, right? You said he's been working late, and maybe that is playing into it more. Maybe he feels like he needs to earn more money for you guys, right? He feels like he needs to provide for more. I don't know, something maybe like that. And he's just feeling really exhausted, because sometimes relationships aren't about the sparks and the fireworks. Sometimes it's literally just sitting in a field of flowers, right? The flowers aren't moving. The flowers aren't, you know, doing anything, but it's still beautiful, right? I think a lot of people get this kind of confused, that you should be lovey-dovey, you should be cutesy-wootsy, you should have, like, you know, times where intimacy feels like it's fireworks, but you don't have to have that. A relationship can be a relationship can have lots of love even when you're not doing things together. I wish Mika was here, because Mika's relationship is actually very, very similar to what I'm trying to describe. So Mika lives with Bonesaw, her partner, and they go on like cutesy dates every so often, right? It's not every single day, right? And they fight when they go to the convenience store. They fight when but they're never truly angry at each other, right? There are times when Mika's like, okay, I'm having autism time. so like she literally will like sit on her computer and play games for like 4 hours. He'll sit on his computer and play games for 4 hours, and then at the end of the day, they just go to bed together. And then they just like, like, how was your day? It was good, yeah. And then like, so like, it's always, it doesn't have to be like explosive. Maybe if you feel unsatisfied that like he doesn't love you enough, then maybe that's something that you can get the ball rolling, that you could plan a date together. If he doesn't want to go on dates with you, then that's kind of a bit of a problem. But I think that's definitely a conversation that needs to be had. Like, oh, I don't feel like I'm afraid that you don't love me. Plan a date. Plan a date. Even if it's like a once a month. Plan a date. Or just, and it doesn't have to be anything extravagant either. Just literally have game time together. Play games together. Go out for Subway if you guys really like Subway. Just have Subway day. And just small things. Reassurance can be really, really hard in these types of things, because you can say a whole lot. You can insist that you love somebody. You can say whatever. But like, actions do speak louder than words. And I think that just, having something there to be like, okay, yeah, we do still love each other is really good to have. Had to resub, thanks you too. What? It unsubbed you? That's crazy. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I hope that kind of helped. Yeah, I think this is more than just a him problem. I think it's also a you problem. I hate to be like, you might also be the problem here, but you might be the problem too. But yeah. Also, being a people pleaser isn't necessarily an idea for love, really, as well. But yeah, it's a conversation. I think what you need is reassurance, and he isn't giving that. But at the same time, you need to understand that sometimes he can't give that reassurance every single time. So. Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay, next one. Okay, so this is from earlier before. Okay, but I want the power imbalance from you. Same girl from the I love you post. Okay, I'm not really comfortable with that. I mean, the thing is, like, you might be comfortable with that, but like, I am not always comfortable. I'm not always comfortable. Like, your partner might not be comfortable with everything that you want, right? I think that's a very, very clear communication, or a clear kind of disconnect between the two people. And it's not even just like between you know, like people, like, I guess like I'm saying, right? But like, I've had an ex before, right? And I've opened up the idea. It's like, oh yeah, I would like to have a child one day. She doesn't want to have children, and I already know that because of that. Sorry, my thing isn't charging still. Why the hell are you not charging? Is it a bad wire? Okay, I think I might. Oh, I think it's a bad wire. There we go. Okay. But yeah, the things that you want in a relationship, if they don't line up, a lot of the times it doesn't work out really well. Boundaries are there for a reason, yeah. To respect both people, yeah. Yeah, if you want that sort of power imbalance, there are people out there that do want it as well. I unfortunately, or fortunately or unfortunately, I don't really care, but I don't want that, is the thing. So it doesn't make me comfortable. It doesn't make me feel good about myself. It makes me feel like a manipulator, and as somebody who has dealt with manipulators, somebody who has you know, seen manipulators, have had friends who had manipulators as their partners. It's not, you know, it's not something that feels good in my life if I had something like that. So and I really hate to be, you know, again, I hate to be a heartbreaker, but yeah. Wow. Okay. So, ironic. I wonder if this is the same person. Okay. So, somebody says, not event. I just request real quick. Good job. Thank you. I'm clean from SH for 8 weeks. A new record. That's so crazy because, like, because we've had another person that's like, oh, I've been clean for 7 weeks. That's wild. I'm so proud of you. I hope that, you know, these particular Dear Dolces have helped in some way. Maybe helped you get some help. Help you, you know, help you like, you know, take the steps that you needed. But yeah, we're all proud of you. So yeah. Okay, we still got a couple more here to go. Okay, so this has to do with gender identity and gender roles, something that I understand quite well. Okay, so let's see here. I'm so mad at like gender roles and stuff. Like, this doesn't really have to have a solution. I just want to be heard. Okay, that's fine. You guys can just yell about things here. It's totally fine. So basically, I'm a jock boy in high school, senior year. I'm not popular, but I'm on a sports team, and I have a ton of friends. But basically, TW, my 5-year-old sister recently passed away. Oh, trigger warning. And she was my whole world, and I was crushed. My dad lets me not come to school, but when I came back, I cried when my friend brought it up. And all my friends thought I was weird as hell because I cried. And they started not to talk to me as much, and some older guys started to make fun of me. There's no way I'm the problem, right? If it helps, I'm extra shocked because one of my friends did SH and cried all the time, and all my buddies helped him through. So like, yeah. P.S. They never excluded me from anything. Like, we've always been a real tight-knit group. Yeah. So yeah, you are not the problem, and you're right. Gender roles are a big FU, right? Both to men and both to women, right? Gender roles have always been a stifling thing to the human soul, and honestly, it's really insensitive. I don't say it is insensitive. It is insensitive that people could make fun of you for crying, especially for something like that. Maybe they don't realize it's something that's like that, but you know, it's something that deeply affects you. And I think what they don't realize is that you have a boundary that they don't really see. There's a boundary that they don't really see, and they're crossing it, and they're just kind of playing it off, right? But you know, it's, you know, death of a family member is huge, right? Especially for somebody that means a lot to you. Death of a family member is huge, and they, you know, I'm assuming they've never experienced it, right? So, you know, you're not less of a man if you cry. I think that just makes you more human. And I'm sorry that you know, that happened to you, that you lost somebody really, really important to you. And yeah. No one should have to go through to feel ridiculed about their trauma. No one should feel that way. And you know, again, you're not looking for a solution. You're not looking to be like, how do I deal with my friends or anything? But like, you know, I just want you to know that you are not alone, and that yeah, you are so valid for feeling those emotions, to feel very, very strongly. And I'm really, really happy to hear that people can cry, because for a lot of people, they can't cry. For whatever reason, they feel really, really strongly about something, but they just can't cry. And actually, I'm actually really impressed that you can cry, because I know some people who said, yeah, my dad passed away, and I didn't cry at his funeral. I really wanted to, but I couldn't. And you know, it's harrowing to think about, to have a bunch of emotions and not know how to express it, for your body, for your brain to not know how to express it. So the fact that you can cry is something that is very, very important to actually think, for being a human person, for being you know, for being able to connect with others, being able to connect with somebody who's really, really important to you. And I really hope that you will never feel ashamed about it. That you will always feel like you can express that. So, alright. My heart's out to you, buddy. Jock boy, my heart's out to you. Okay, another SH thing, guys. So again, fair warning of SH. Okay. Okay, so SH, I pick up my fingers, like pick the skin, bite, pick, etc. I don't do harm to myself. It's stress relief. That's very actually. So what you're doing actually is not technically self-harm. It is self-harm, but like it's not. It's a stress thing, right? It's not. I guess self-harm is also related to stress, huh? Well, either way. My mom found out and she's bringing me to a doctor because it's SH and I need rehab or something. So like so it is, but it isn't, right? So it's not. So okay. So have you heard of people who like pull at their hair because they're stressed and they end up like early balding because like they just have their hair pulled? Like they constantly pull their hair. It's that kind of thing, right? Because pulling at your own hair, picking at your fingers, these are very, very normal stress-related things. Are they healthy? Absolutely not. Are they normal? Yes, they are. But is it a like if it's a problem, it's a problem. If it affects you, and for the most part, picking at your nails, biting nails is actually like not really good for you. But yeah, people fiddle with their bodies all the time. They bite their nails, they bite their knuckles, they do whatever, right? The best way I could say is that when you feel stressed and you feel like you want to pick at your nails or bite things or on your body and stuff, to kind of redirect it. Somebody said they had chulery. If they feel stressed, they just bite their necklace, or they bite the ring on their finger, right, or whatever. So yeah. So I do think so. It's not necessarily self-harm in the way that you're getting relief. So okay, let me just try to organize my thoughts here. So like it is, but it isn't self-harm, right? It's self-harm because you are harming yourself and you're using the stress. You're using it as a stress relief, and that's what a lot of self-harm is that you have a lot of emotional baggage, and so therefore you harm yourself because it relieves some sort of thing in the brain saying like, okay, yeah, or it justifies something in your brain saying like, yeah, I do deserve this self-harm, right? You are currently stressed, from what I can tell. If it's like you said, you don't even realize you do it, but like it's a habit that you've built up because like, oh, it's my brain says, oh, if I just pick at my nails, I feel better, right? So when you do catch it, it's like, I don't think you need therapy, but I think you need a way to deal with it when you realize it's happening. My sister used to do that. Now she uses her pocket knife to clean under her nails. Not me biting under my nails to clean it with my tooth. Yeah, so I don't think you need like rehabilitation. I really don't think you do. But I do think it's a problem, and I do think that you might need like fidget. You need like maybe, I don't know, get a fidget spinner or whatever. Get something to play with. When I feel stressed out, sometimes I just spin a pen around my fingers, and because that gets my mind off of other stuff as well. It gives my hands something to do. Sometimes you're stressed and your hands just need something to do, right? So just find something that works for you. I don't really know what that's going to be. I can't give you the answer to that, but like find something that works for you. And I think that would probably be best for you. Okay, I'm going to close submissions. I'm going to keep it open for about 2 more minutes. If anybody needs some time, I'll give you guys 2 minutes, and then I'm going to close submissions, and then we're going to finish up what we're doing, and then we will end the stream here, guys. Okay. So again, another one that has to do with gender identity. Oh, that was my stomach. Did you guys hear that? My stomach. I'm probably going to eat lunch and then play Mario Kart. stress is a bad thing. It sure is. Okay. I'm 19 and I just figured out I'm trans. Now, I'm not concerned about my identity or anything, but the problem is my boyfriend. He isn't transphobic. In fact, he's supportive, but I don't think he's attracted to boys. I love him so much, and he loves me so much, and I really don't want to ruin that. Yeah, this is a thing that has ruined relationships before. So this is rough because it ends up several ways. One of the ones that happens a lot is that someone comes out and their partner realizes like, oh, actually, I'm not into this. Like I'm not really attracted to you physically that way. And then they break up, right? Some other times, people come out and their partner realizes that they like them more as a person more than their physical attributes, and they keep dating, right? There's several different outcomes to this. There's not a sort of one and done sort of deal of, or like this or that sort of thing. There's several ways this could play out. The thing is that people are constantly changing, right? You regenerate cells every 7 years. Every 7 years, pretty much every single cell in your body is completely different. Your skin cells are completely replaced. You know, cells die and regenerate all the time, and then you're basically an entirely different person, right? Your brain functions differently. What I can say is that if you guys love each other really like that much, if you guys really, really, truly love each other, then it's probably not going to be an issue. But the moments where it kind of does matter, right? In terms of like sex or like, you know, intimacy and stuff like that, right? That's where it can get a little weird, right? If nothing really changes about that, like, cause physically, physically you haven't changed yet. Maybe you are planning on going through some surgeries or something, right? But I remember, okay, there's actually a story about this. So there was there's a trans person, FTM, and they had huge breasts. I feel weird saying that. But yeah, they had a big chest. I believe it was like triple D or like E or something like that. Like they were big, right? They got top surgery. The moment they got top surgery, their boyfriend kind of just stopped feeling the physical attraction, and then it just, you know, the relationship kind of fizzled out because, you know, his physical attraction was more than the emotional attraction. And, you know, sometimes that is a thing. Sometimes, and it's not even like, it's not like, oh, I'm more physically attracted to you than I'm more emotionally attracted to you, right? Sometimes, like, it's like a balance between the two, right? Like, guys, I like women, right? I like women. But, I don't know. If somebody was like, oh, I want to, and this is really, really dramatic, and this is probably never gonna happen, but it will maybe rise up, right? Like, oh, I kind of want to use a toy on you and take you from behind, right? That's something I'm not really comfortable with, and something that I wouldn't want to do. But if, like, you know, my partner was like, oh yeah, I really want to do it because it makes me feel more empowered, it makes me feel like more like my gender, whatever. I was like, I can't do that with you, and that's kind of like a mismatch between, you know, us as people, and so. I'm trying to deal with this as, like, you know, as maturely as possible, okay? I mean this in, like, genuine, right? Like, that's something that I'm not comfortable with, you know, and something that I'm not really into, and so, like, that's something I can't give them. That's something that I can't really give them if they wanted that, and that's something that, like, helps them feel empowered, helps them feel like, you know, more, you know, gives them more of that gender euphoria, more of that gender stability, right? I can't give that to them. So if that's what they want during intimacy, You know, that's kind of ruins a little bit more of my intimacy as well. If we're like, you know, and so it just really, really depends on your situation. Um, and there's more to relationships than just intimacy too, right? There's the emotional part, there's the financial part, there is the you know, there's just so much to it. So being able to talk through that, I think, is really important. And honestly, if it doesn't work out, and I'm saying if, I'm not saying that it will, but if it doesn't work out, it seems like you guys are really, really, really good friends. It really seems like you guys really do support each other, and it feels like you guys do love each other, and that you want to take care of each other. Even if you aren't intimately a couple, you can still really, really be really strong friends. You can still have a really, really strong connection between you two. And even if that means that you aren't going to be considered a couple, if that means that you aren't going to be considered a unit, that's fine. I mean, look at me and Mika. Like, we are basically brother and sister, but we're not dating, right? So, the thing is, like, I think you should also kind of really, really appreciate them that as a friend as well, because you're dating your friend, and that's really wonderful. But you know, if it doesn't work out that way, they're still your friend, and they're still somebody who really, really supports you, and that by itself is also really beautiful. So, yeah. Yeah. Whether or not things work out or not, you know, I think you guys can have something really, really beautiful, even if it isn't a partnership. So, all right. I said I would close. I closed it a little too late. That's fine though. We'll finish up what we have here, and then I'm gonna go probably. I'm probably gonna eat some lunch. Play some Mario Kart. Okay, so actually this is the last one. Cool. This is a follow-up to the skin picking thing. I've tried fidgets and poppets and spinners and all those things, but they don't work. Plus, in school, I'm not allowed those during tests. And that's where I do it the most. Yeah, I see that. Nothing has worked, and I've tried for years. The only thing I can really say is just, you gotta keep trying. Yeah, you really... What the heck? Did I save it to the wrong place? I saved it to the wrong place. There we go. Okay. Yeah, the only thing I gotta say is that you gotta keep trying. If the skin picking and like the chewing and all, if it gets worse, you know, then you're just gonna have like all fucked up fingers and maybe balding if you pull at your hair or something, right? And the only way you can really deal with that is if you have those sort of if you have a way to deal with it, because otherwise, bald, you know. I don't think I can follow that up with anything else. Yeah. As for the tests and stuff, when you're not allowed to have fidget spinners or poppers or anything like that, I guess the only thing I can suggest is that, like, you find something that you can do with your body that is not picking it. Maybe it's, you know, putting, like, you know, maybe a stress ball of some sort. I don't know. Doodle? I don't know. I feel like that's a bit distracting during a test, you know? But, like, stress is a silent killer. So, yeah. Doodling works. For some people, yeah. You can doodle. If you're allowed to doodle on your test or doodle on the back of a page, right, as you think, do it. But if you can't, then yeah. You guys just gotta keep going at it. You gotta keep trying. I know if it really comes to the worst, the worst that can happen is that you get medicated for it, and that requires seeing a doctor. But yeah, the worst that can happen, the worst thing that you can do, the worst that'll happen to you that you'll have to do is go to a doctor and get medicated. Other than that, yeah. All right, cool. Thank you so much, everybody. I think that was it today. All right, awesome. And we end at 12:30, which is awesome for me to eat. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your time. I hope you guys enjoyed today's Dear Dolce. And yeah, I don't think I have anything planned. So I'm not streaming tonight. Mika can't make it tonight. What am I doing on Sunday? I don't remember what I'm doing on. Oh, I said I was gonna do Zelda Rando, but I finished it, so I can't do that anymore. I'll figure out what I'm doing. I might not even stream this weekend, guys. But we'll figure something out. Oh wait, dinner with Dolce. Shit, what am I eating? What am I eating tomorrow, guys? What am I eating for dinner? Mine didn't go through. I know you'll need to censor yourself sometimes. Sorry, if we didn't get to yours, then you're probably gonna have to wait till next month. So sorry. Pasta, cinnamon rolls. I'm not fucking doing the McCrelly challenge again. I'd rather throw myself into the dungeon. 500 years. All right. If you guys haven't already, hey, please follow me, give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me a follow, give me whatever the heck. What else? Join my Discord. There's some fun stuff for you guys to do. If you've seen somebody in here in the chat, you might see them in the Discord. That's pretty cool, right? Onion rings. Onion rings. I have a Twitter, I have a Blue Sky. You can follow those. I post my schedule on there. I also post my schedule on the Discord as well as the community page as well on YouTube. So if you guys want to know what I'm up to, I'm pretty much posted every week. I was sick yesterday, or this week, I guess earlier this week, so my schedule looked really jank, but that's fine. Yeah. What else? Buy my coffee at eatishcoffee.com/GearDolce. Help support the stream, help support me. Help support small business. Blah. Is that it? Was that it? I looked weird on shorts. Don't worry about it. You should have the link to the Discord in your bio. I have it in my description. So if you look at the video description there, it's in there. If you can't click it, then you have to click on my page first, and then click on a random video that's not a shorts, and then click on that. And now I know it's a bit of a hassle if you're on YouTube, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on there. It isn't there? No, it is. It should be. If it's not there, then I need to update that. It is there? Okay, cool. Oh, my back. Oh, my back. Oh, by the way, we hit 20 members, so that's awesome. And that means that we had 2 extra emotes. So if you guys noticed, we had 2 extra emotes. I forgot which ones I added. I think I added dog. I added dog, and I added light stick. Cheer and dog. So if you're a member, you can use those as well. And the cheer is perfect for karaoke streams, which I maybe actually might do on Sunday instead. I think I might do dinner with Dolce followed by karaoke. So if that's something that interests you, I might do that. All right, cool. I will see you guys next time, maybe tomorrow. Dinner with Dolce. Come there with me. All right. So also update. I will not be doing Saturdays for tea time anymore because my work says, no, we need you on Saturdays. So, I will not have any more Saturday tea times in the morning. which is truly, truly tragic. But there's nothing I can really do about it because they're like, we need you there. And so I'm like, yeah, you're right. Okay. It was great till last. Yeah, I know. I want to do it more, but it's either I quit or I stop doing Saturday morning tea times. And the option I chose was I can't have any more Saturday morning tea times because I don't want to quit yet. I could quit, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that to them. Even though they're like, yeah. No, the sad thing is that, like, I told them during the interview, I was like, hey, can you work weekends? I'm like, yeah, absolutely, I can work weekends. And I'm like, just kidding, I can't work weekends. I just realized how busy my Saturdays are. So. All right. Thank you guys for joining. I will see you guys next time. Touch some plywood. Don't touch grass. Touch some plywood. Listen, you know how hard it is to come across plywood? It's so freaking hard. Go touch some plywood. Go out looking for some. Go to Home Hardware, touch some plywood. Water, earth, fire, air. These were the ingredients chosen to make the perfect little girls. Wait. Nope, that's wrong.